my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land.
Hello, friend-like people of my existence. What? So, okay. Par example for, that's not right. Par request for, let's just say for. For a request, by one of my favorite people ever, Liam, he wants to know what my 5 top favorite Pokemon are, and sadly I have them. I haven't grown up yet. Oops. Oh. Anyways, let me just explain. Sorry, I'm getting sick. Stuff's going around. My history with Pokemon, because you know what? I'm already talking, might as well. I first started to notice Pokemon in 1st grade. That was what, 1990? I don't really care. 7, maybe 6? I don't know. I don't really care. And of course I was like, look at this, you guys. Look at these cards. They're so cool. They're fire and water, and oh my god, they're awesome. And of course, I mean, like, I'm like, yay, this is awesome. Other kids were like, you're a skank. Ugh. Which is actually kind of sad, seeing as they're kindergartners calling other people skanks. It was a tough childhood. Anyways, so, no followers, no one really liked that, but, then I started to accumulate cards, and I had an unnatural amount. Well, 200 at the time was like, my parents were like, alright, we're cutting you off, and I was like, no! And it was like fire, and they died. I'm actually an orphan now. That's not true. I have 2 parents. They're still there, unfortunately. Just kidding, love you! Anyways, so, I have got, like, shirts and games and blah, 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 blah. So, let's talk about my top 5. My number 5. Number 5. I think number 5 for me would have to be, Snorlax, because, I mean, you wouldn't think that Snorlax would get up there, because really, in all the episodes and all stuff like that, he's not doing anything. Literally, he's doing nothing. But, I like him because he's like, you can't move me, I'm fat, and I like it. And then, number 4, number 4 would probably have to be Pikachu, because, and just the one that's on Ash's shoulder, because it's like, hey, what's up? I'm wicked cool, I'm gonna electrocute you. You know what? Nah, never mind, we'll be friends. And then, number 3, I'm done with doing the number 3 thing, so you're just gonna have to listen to my voice. Number 3 thing would probably have to be, Earthquake, Charmander, because Charmander in the episodes was really loyal, and loyalty is one of those things that, I particularly think that you need to have it for any sort of relationship to work. I'm going to be a psychology major, so that's kind of one of those things that obviously you need to know. But, then there's, number 2, which is, okay, it's 2 Pokemon in 1, but it's the whole process that makes me giggle. Magikarp, it's like, I mean, you always catch it in the games, you're like, yes, I caught something with my fishing rod, which I got from the old man on the bridge. And then it's like, oh, it's another Magikarp, but it's level 23 Magikarp, maybe it can do something. So you catch it and you look at its attacks and you're like, oh, flop, great. I can do so much with that. And then of course it's like, I hate you, and kick it into the ocean, and all of a sudden there's like a glowy light, and you're like, oh, this can't be good. And then all of a sudden, out of the water comes a Gyarados, and it's like, I hate you for throwing me back in the water. No one loved me as a fish. And they're like, and they got this crazy dragon rage, and they blow stuff up, and you're like, you want to come back and be my Pokemon? Question mark? They don't. They don't. And then my number 1 is something lame, actually. It's Krabby. I think it's because Krabby just sits there and he's like, he's got like bubbles frothing from his mouth, and he's just, I mean, he doesn't know what's going on. He's just so chipper. He's like, I don't know what's happening, but it's awesome. Look at me. Anyways, I'm kind of embarrassed that I just did that. I should probably go. Like now. Alright guys, last thing. So I want to know what your favorite Pokemon are. Top 5. And you don't have to do the 5, 4, 3, 2. You don't have to do that. Just me, because I'm cool. Sort of. Not really. Let's not dwell into it. Let's move on. Moving on! I gotta stop doing that. So top 5 Pokemon. Please subscribe. Please tell your other friends. And please also subscribe to the link on the sidebar, which I introduced you to before. His name is Liam. Love him. We don't even have to be in the same continent for us to love each other. It's one of those unspoken loves. He doesn't know yet, but it's true. So, bye. I don't know what to do.